everybody. Welcome back. This is Tony G, Duval's finest in the house. Y'all know what time it is. We are back, JFL Live. And to my left, I got my homeboy, Johnny Jaguar. What's up, baby?
What's up, everybody? It's John Fichter, a.k.a. Johnny Jaguar, fan here. We're going to have a great show here, even though he is a Titan. We'll let my homeboy, Big John Henderson, over here talk about who was on guest today.
What's up, John?
What up, baby? What's up, Duval? What's up, JFL Live, man? Thank y'all for tuning in, man. I got my big dog, Tennessee, and also Titan. I know, Jaguars, it's okay. It's okay, Jaguars. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right, so we got my boy, Big Al. What's up, Al?
What's going on, bro? What's happening?
Good, man. Thanks for coming on the show, man, and talk about life, talk about a little football, man. You know, we sit back and enjoy it, have a good time here, man.
We're gonna talk about the most important thing right now. Come on down here so we can get some deep sea fishing in.
Hey, I'm all in on that one now. All in. You be trolling? You be trolling, or you be sitting?
We go far out. Of course, you know Drayton Florence is here in town, so me and Drayton Florence, we'll hit the shore, we'll hit the beaches and stuff like that with his little boy. You know, we'll just kick it out there, and you know, everybody call me when it's time to fish because I'm fishing every weekend.
He ain't bringing them back.
Hey, Joe, this is Joe. This is how you know if you go out with him or not. Like, how big is your boat?
How big is
It
the
ain't
boat?
my boat, so you gotta worry. And I don't get on nothing that ain't big.
How big is the boat we going out on?
See,
It's 30.
And you going out into the no. Wait a minute.
The last one we went on was a 30.
30, you got one engine or two?
Two.
You got one? Okay. Yeah, you know, we
Cancel all them quick.
Hey, man.
We might just fish off the pier. I don't know, man.
Yeah, there you go.
I ain't saying I'm bougie, but I might have been like at least 40 something, man. If you're taking me away from land, I got to be at least a 40 something.
Hey, listen.
Man.
If me and Drayton Florence go, that's like half of you and John. So we can deal on a 30.
Yeah, you see that's another thing. The weight issue. It's the weight issue.
We ain't buoyant. We ain't buoyant. You know what I mean? We gonna sink.
Oh, my
Make sure you have your life jacket on. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
So other than fishing, man, what else you been up to, man? What you been doing, man, lately, bro? I know
Not much.
Go ahead.
Just watching my boys play. Like, that's what you see me doing now, driving between games. I got a 5-year-old that played flag football. This is his second game. You know, he had an all right game. He had like one touchdown, a bunch of tackles or whatever. But like last week, he played really well. Had like 4 touchdowns and stuff. So now I'm running to my 14-year-old, who's a stud at Brentwood Academy. You know all about Brentwood Academy.
Yeah. You know, don't get that. Don't start out. Don't start.
Anyway, he's balling, and they so like, you know, with this whole COVID stuff that's going on, a lot of like the Nashville, what this mayor is doing to Nashville is really killing the city. So like they lost games to the teams they're supposed to play in Nashville. So last week they played the Nashville All-Stars, B8. Well, actually Monday they played the Nashville All-Stars, and today they're going to play Knoxville Catholic. Remember, like, you remember that? Remember when we were in school? Like that high school was really good. They had like the best athletes in Knoxville, private school. So yeah, that's who they're playing today.
Oh,
so it's
wow.
a good game. Yeah.
Do the kids ask you, Albert, any techniques and what to do, or are you hands off and you let the coaches do all that?
Like my kid, like he asked me for like a little adjustments and stuff like that. But right now, I mean, I can't really give him too much because he's playing running back and middle linebacker. Okay. So I mean, I keep telling him, I was like, dude, you're not gonna be a running back. He's like, yeah, Dad, I'm gonna be a running back. I'm like, You ain't gonna be no 6'5" running back, dude. Like, come on, man. Like,
You better put
just
that
like
hand down in that dirt. You better put
oh,
it
he do. Hey, Joe, I'll send you some videos. He be getting it now. He
oh,
get it.
Please do.
Oh yeah, he be getting it now. So
Next Derrick
that's
Henry. Hey,
mostly
he's
what
the
I
next
do in
Derrick
my day.
Henry.
Who?
Yeah. Well,
He gonna be the next Derrick Henry right here.
Well, how tall is
no,
Derrick
he
Henry?
ain't.
How tall is Derrick Henry? First of all, how tall is
He about 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah. 6'4".
Yeah, he
6'4".
big.
Ain't no way he'll make it when we was playing. I'm sorry, Al.
What?
That's like licking my chops for him. You 6'4", I can hit you like this. I ain't gotta go too deep.
Oh yeah, he runs straight up too. He runs straight up. Like I mean, he don't. I don't think he'd be like bruising like he do. I think people just get tired of tackling him or something. You know what I mean? Like he's a big muscular dude. I mean, I don't know. I'd say he got to weigh about 240 probably or something like that.
Compare him to the bus like we went against the bus like that.
No, he's way bigger than the bus.
He bigger than no.
Yeah.
Hey, he is like Brandon Jacobs from the Giants. That's about like his size, maybe a
He's
little bit.
255, Hen.
Yeah.
And runs a 4.4. I don't know if you be catching them, man.
Now wait a minute. Okay, all right. I understand the bus lost weight, but I remember when I thought the bus was 260.
No, but remember the bus. The bus is like short though.
Yeah,
You know, he was like 5'11".
Oh yeah, okay. So that's true. I got it. All right.
So you remember Brandon Jacobs?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's about equivalent. Yeah.
Okay, he'll Mars. But I told him, we kept him under 100.
Say what?
At least I said they kept him under 100 yards. You know.
Yeah, he got to get rolling. You know, he'll get rolling. He got to get rolling. He started getting rolling now. That next game we play y'all now. You know, y'all be in trouble now.
No, man. We came back for the win. We was coming back.
We gonna be better.
Man, we were just trying to keep the game entertaining. I mean, nobody want to see.
Wait a minute, hold on. There you go. See. First of all, y'all open up the doors when y'all let them boys when y'all let them come back. See, y'all
That's
open
right.
up the gate for y'all.
Well, I mean, we got to keep the fans, entertained.
Man, y'all was 2 minutes away from getting beat up.
I know.
Man, hey, I gotta switch it to Tennessee, man. Bro, I ain't gonna lie to him. I ain't watched it. But what I heard is our offensive line is 6'4", 6'5", 6'4", 6'6", something like that. Is that true?
Yeah, we got a Alabama line. Look like, I mean, like we got a big
you remember Alabama?
line.
That's how Alabama was, boy. Alabama was huge.
We got some big boys. I don't know. I haven't heard if Cade Mays got cleared yet by the SEC. Yeah. You know that?
I don't know that yet, man.
Like Cade Mays is the kid. His dad played at Tennessee, and then he went to Georgia. Decided to go to Georgia. Then he transferred.
Yep.
He transferred to Tennessee. So
Mays.
Yeah, Cade Mays. Yeah, he be a guard. But yeah, he transferred to Tennessee, and then his little brother is coming to Tennessee. So we're gonna be a beast.
So they can bring guys back to the promised land, because you guys haven't been good for the last 15 years. Keep it real now.
Yeah, we are. I mean, for real, like Pruitt's building an amazing program, a whole lot of talent. I mean, you could just see it's night and day difference from what it was with those other coaches.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like it's getting back to where Coach Fulmer had it. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I mean, we're just deep in talent, and to be honest, like I think this the way this season is going to be, conference only. Being not playing, not having a spring practice and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of freaking out about that, but you know what? Because we got so much young talent, they're going to get a chance to play because, there are going to be some injuries. So those guys are going to develop and they're going to get a chance to play. And then next year, going to be even better. And the next year, we're going to be pretty good. We got a young team.
Yeah.
We're going to be good. About 3 years, we should definitely be competing for a national championship.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
we done had some Florida Gators on this show. Boy, they already talking noise. It almost look like we're gonna have a Florida Gator versus Tennessee show coming up soon.
It'd be hard, Al. It'd be hard. I got to deal with
Hit him hard the other week.
It'd be hard trying to make you off, especially Lex. He hear us. He hear us. we lose Al a little bit, but man, we got you back. Yeah, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Work with it. Work with it. Work with it.
Work with it.
We can't hear you. But what you?
Almost got it.
So Tony, what do you
Yes,
think? What? All right. I've been hearing a lot about everybody talking about our Jaguars, man. Like I told you before the show, man, it's like, bro, it's 3 games in. We won. We came back. We showed heart. But it's like now the fans have went back to that mentality that they finna get lost. I'm trying to understand it, man.
But John, here we go now. Here we go. So let's tell the fans. So you as a player, and you and I, we used to sit and hear this when you was playing. You and I used to sit and watch TV, and I remember you used to be like, "Oh man, they done gave up on me. It ain't even been 2 games. What's going on?" So now these young players, they starting to feel it too. Look, the fans got to be all in. You got to be all in, all out. I mean, you can't be wavering and, oh, Lord, it's time for us to go get a new quarterback. Oh, Lord, we got to get a new coach. Listen, this is only, tell them again how many games this is, John.
3 games.
3 games.
Not even
3 games.
Not even out of the first quarter of the whole thing. We got this week coming up. Man, we can get this when we 2-2. So you know what I'm saying?
Listen, we okay. We fine. Listen, I don't like the way the Jaguars came out Thursday. You and I talked about it. Thursday, they came out with a whole new game plan, and you know what it looked like? It looked like they came out with a game plan is, hey, Miami easy, we're going to beat them, so we ain't going to worry about it. Miami came in and said, well, we probably going to get beat, but we're going to try our best. And then by halftime, they found out, oh, Lord, we can beat them. And then they wouldn't let up. And listen, we had so many simple mistakes that it was unbelievable. I mean, some of the mistakes we had, it was rookie mistakes. Some of it was funny. I mean, C.J. Henderson, he was on the guy caught the ball and hit the ground, and for a minute, C.J. thought he was in college. He didn't even touch him.
Oh, man.
And,
and that happens. You look,
that
stuff happens, man. You can't.
That's what happens when you're a rookie.
Yeah.
You fall back into college zone. And look, y'all know I'm a big C.J. Henderson fan. But C.J. didn't even touch him. He thought he was back in college, and he was like, oh, Lord.
Hey, Al, you back? Can we hear you, Al?
He working on it.
He working on it. Yeah,
so,
man.
So John, so we played it. Our first game we won. Came out, we beat Dust, right?
Right.
We played the Titans, and we found out that we have become a team that if we get behind, we can come back. Yeah, we made some mistakes in the last 2 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, Jacksonville looked good when we played the Titans. I don't care what nobody says, because we put a stone out there saying we can beat them, and we held Mr. Henry down. So we did good. Then what happened? Me and Johnny on the phone, we playing Miami. We was like, yeah, we're going to win this game. We talking at halftime, and Johnny said, what the hell happened? Where's everybody at?
Well, like I said earlier in the season, I think a lot of people got fool's gold, let's be honest. I mean, we have a lot of rookies on here. To think that we're going to play, flawless football is unrealistic. We got Al. Are you back now?
Can you hear us? Can you hear?
I'm back.
Are you here?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So
Yeah.
So with having all rookies, you're gonna have a lot of issues. Speaking of you, John and Al, so when you guys are right now, if you say your team was 1-2, would you guys view the upcoming season? Would you guys start panicking, or do you guys break the season down into certain games like 3-3-3, or how do you guys usually look at it when you guys are down?
What are you? NFL or college?
Both, and then college too.
Well, if you 1-2, I mean, we 1-2 in college. Shoot, like, hey, that was what my sophomore year, John.
Yeah.
Like we were like, I mean, we lost I think 3 games, and they were ready to fire Coach Fulmer like over the entire season. We're 8-3, and they were calling to fire Coach Fulmer.
Yeah.
I mean, so like if you lose. If you 1-2, yeah, it's just not good in college. Definitely.
It's crazy in college, man. It is, but NFL we break it down like quarters.
Yeah, quarters. Yeah, exactly.
That was so much better.
Yeah.
I don't know why it was better because when we saw it, I know Coach from the Raiders, he put it up, and I was like, man. So I just focused here before, and you could just, I don't know, it was just good for me. It was good for me.
Yeah, I mean, if you go and knock it out of the box, say you knock it out in the box, like, for 3 quarters or whatever, like, so you win 10, 12 games. You win 12 games, you're in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's
what I mean. So like,
break it down, yeah.
so you're good. You're just, and then it's not as much stress, and then you kind of play for, like you'll play hard if you're like trying to get the number 1 seed. Or number 2 seed, like you're in a battle like that. But if you're not in a battle, like you're just making the playoffs, then like they'll rest starters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier. It's a lot less stressful in the pros than it is college, because college every game matters. Every game matters.
And then y'all see like the Titans. Now the Titans is one in what? 1-0 in the division, right? We 1-1 in division. Indy is 0-1 in division. You see, then we start looking at division.
Division's huge. Yeah.
Yeah, so you want to win your division, so Titans up on us. We gotta beat them. The Indies go come back and try it, and take. You gotta them the ones you really want to win. Really.
Yeah, that's kind of where it turns into. That's kind of where it turns into like college.
Yeah.
It's like the division, because you can win all your division games, and then still suck, and then you'll still go to the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like even if you win a division in college, I mean, you're not necessarily going to go to the college playoffs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you guys look forward more to division games compared to non-divisional games?
Well, we knew they meant more. We knew they meant more, and we still had to win the other one. So you still had to win them, but we knew it meant more. You can,
and you're more familiar with the team, so because you play them twice a year, so you kind of know what they're gonna do. They know what you're gonna do, and that's just strapping up, playing ball.
I'm finna tell y'all, I hate this, but I'm going to tell you, I don't know how I want to talk about it. But he pissed me off in Nashville. See, first of all, it's in Nashville. That's one. Hometown, my hometown too. Second one, they blew us out. It's like the offense couldn't get a yard. I promise you, bro. It was so bad, and I'm pissed off on the sideline. I think I cussed out. What you laughing at, mother? It was him and Pac-Man. It was him and Pac-Man. I'm pissed off. They over him and Pac-Man like, you mother. I said it's like that, Big John. I said, yeah, mother.
Hey, we had some battles now. We had some battles.
Hey, boy, they took our dang, man. Our offense couldn't budge. I don't know what. I can't remember that game, but hey, what year?
So here's my question for y'all.
Yeah.
So when y'all played, John, I'll start with you, John. out of all the games you played, who was the one team that you played where you actually called a player to talk noise before the game?
Man, I ain't called nobody to talk noise.
Yeah.
I never done that. I didn't do that. I did
Not
on the
a
field. What they call that out? What coach them call it? Don't give. Coach Foreman used to say, "Don't give them."
Yeah, don't get them in the locker room or what
Don't
call
give them
locker room
gas
material or something.
Yeah. Because every college they will put it on the wall. Oh, look what Big John
Oh,
said. Look what Haynesworth said. That's when we playing Georgia. Look what they said. Stroud told me. Stroud said they put it on the wall. They said this, and Stuckey doing the same thing. Hey guys, look what they talking about you.
I know. It was crazy. Yeah, they didn't want. Coach, he ain't want us saying nothing like just to give them any kind of motivation or anything like that. But of course, every time, every year we play South Carolina, I'm gonna have to talk some noise, a little bit of noise, because that's my home state.
Exactly. See.
Hey, now I'm gonna start some stuff. Now I'm gonna start some stuff because I hope Stroud hear me because I know I'm gonna get a phone call. So Stroud said last week, as far as college was concerned, him and Seymour was the baddest duo in college.
Okay. Who the guys you talking about? Me and Joe don't look behind us. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, because I was telling them, man, I said, man, so much went on that year, man. We was like, it was things that we didn't understand sometimes. And we.
You talking about last year at UT?
You remember? Yeah, all that with Ed Kendrick. Then it was like how many games did me and you start together? We started
that whole year. Remember my sophomore year, I think the year that you won the Allen, so he didn't want to start me because he thought I was like just immature or something like that. But remember, me and you played together the most that time.
Yeah.
And then my junior year, our last year, we started the whole season together. Yeah, they couldn't do anything with us. So we had the best D line. We had the best D line.
So you're saying you and John are better than Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour? Is that what you're saying?
That's not even a question.
We gonna have that on. Soon with Tennessee, Georgia. Al, I'm gonna need you back on because I'm gonna We gonna break it down. Cause man, they wasn't scoring, they wasn't getting no 100 like that on us, man.
Ain't nobody. Big Joe, ain't nobody got 100 yards on us. Ever. Nobody.
Right.
Nobody.
Right. You might be right.
Yeah. You remember that? Yeah, nobody. And remember, then we would play Sean Alexander. It's third weekend in October. Sean Alexander is up for the Heisman. Man, he get 20, 30 yards. Never heard anything else about Sean Alexander and the Heisman after he played.
Career breakers over here.
Hey, man.
Yeah, we was smashing.
Man, you got bro. We was doing it, man. Hey,
so Albert, what did you and John have that made you guys so special? Like to make you guys not make people go over 100 yards. Like what chemistry do y'all think you had that made it?
It wasn't just us. It was we had a team, but everybody just fit together well. We can me and John can destroy the front, and then we have linebackers come in and clean it up. It was nobody's getting 100 yards on us. And then we had it for a long time. There was no rushing touchdowns. Remember that?
Man.
Chief.
I told y'all we was, man, look. We just
said him and Seymour
we just came up short, man. We were supposed to have a national championship that year. And
we should have had 2 national championships. My freshman year in '99 and our last year.
Oh no,
Yeah,
So,
we lost. We lost to LSU in the SEC
Man,
championship.
I don't know if you remember, but
they
that
shouldn't have
game.
lost.
Hey, we played
No, we
LSU.
should've lost.
We played LSU that year, and you know who they went out to Dominique. So your boy, the tight end, yeah, I couldn't remember what he said, but he said we already knew who to go after. He said that little drag up the middle. He said y'all middle linebacker couldn't stop, and that's what they kept doing at the short yard distance. Is he'll come right in there. Dominique never could stop, and he said that's why we attacked. He said I knew y'all couldn't defend that. Man, I was just like, man, and then they couldn't hold Reed. They couldn't hold Reed in the back. I was like, Lord mercy. I was hurt that I was hurt.
Oh yeah. He was killed. But
Oh
remember,
man,
how do you put out the first string? How do you put out the first string quarterback and the first string running back,
And
and then Matt Mott come in there with them that gloves on, freaking quarterback. And remember, Matt Mott came to the Titans too and played with us. But he came in there with the freaking gloves on and freaking beat us.
Yeah, man.
But Dominique, I think it was Dominique. When it Dominique Davis was the backup running back, and then Matt Mott. Yeah.
That hurt. That hurt. I get emotional when I think about it.
Oh,
that was
I'm
not
supposed to have some things on my hand, man. That was important. That's why I stayed, man. You can't get that. Look, now I'm talking about it now. Oh, I wish. See, all the money in the world, but that right there,
rings, man.
You can't take that. You can't take that unless you sell it. You can't take that
unless you sell it. Yeah, that's what definitely, man.
Albert, when we talk about rookie stuff, so we were talking about Jacksonville and all the rookies we have, and we understand it. Well, a lot of us understand it's early. A lot of fans don't understand it's early for rookies to get that, to shake some of that college stuff off of them, especially because we didn't have a preseason. So CJ Henderson, which is my guy, that's my guy for this year. CJ Henderson was on a guy caught the ball, and he forgot to tag him. He didn't touch him. Got good up, run 10 more yards. So when you came in the league, how much of that college stuff you had to brush off and forget, and how do you forget it?
I don't, for us, it wasn't much. I mean, it wasn't much. It was just, you got better talent that you're playing against, and then you're playing against older guys, and older guys that you're more physical and dominant, but they're crafty.
Yeah.
Like you think that you can overpower them, but they can just hold on just enough.
Yeah.
Just not to get that sack or to make that tackle. I mean, that was a thing, and it's like, I mean, we're big and powerful, but until we got really our legs under us, I think John was way faster developing than I was. But once I got it, then it was because I know I'm more powerful. Then I just and I got the mindset to it. So literally that's how it worked. But I mean, because you look at these guys. I mean, put them in pads, and I mean these guys are just older guys. I was 20. I was 20 when I got drafted. 21. To start the season, and you got these guys 30. And you're thinking they're
30.
Yeah, you're thinking they're. Yeah.
We had a 38. Corny, is it Court? What's his name? He was 38 when I came in. I think he was 38. Was it the kicker? Jacksonville.
Yeah. He had some. He had some old kickers. I mean, we had a 40s kicker.
What?
Gary Andrews was 40. He was 40 something. Yeah, he was 40 something. I'm gonna tell you his story. So Joe Nedney gets hurt, who was that kicker, and then so we go get this one kicker, Gary Anderson. So he comes out and man, he's like hanging out in the locker room. We don't even know who he is. Dude's hanging out in the locker room. I'm like, what's this coach hanging out in the locker room for? I mean, like, what is he doing? And they're like, oh no, it's the kicker. So like, you go to introduce him to everybody in the team meeting. Like Jeff, bring out a freaking leather helmet. It's like, here we got your helmet. We got your rookie helmet for you. You got literally a leather helmet. So then we go out to practice, right? So I mean, this dude's. I mean, he looked old. I mean, you know what I mean? Like he looked old. He looked older than us right now. Look old. So he go out and just remember how like the extra point was just like at the 2.5 yard line or whatever. So he lines up, kick the extra point. That sucker barely goes over the crossbar. We're like, oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. Like what? And so then we move it back like 5 or 10 yards. He kicks it again. It barely goes over the crossbar. They did this thing. They pushed it back to about like 45-yard field goal. He kicked it again, barely goes over it. Like he knew just how much to kick.
Wow.
Just to barely go over. We're like,
wow.
Man, we were flipping out. Yeah. I mean, that's just like how the game evolves.
I think, you know what? And I think people don't realize that you get these old kick. Okay, Sebastian Janikowski. Y'all know it's Sebastian old.
Is he still in the league?
He retired last year.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about that. I said, man, guys got to come on the team and be like, man, my dad's the same age as you.
Right. be taking his mom out and stuff like that.
T-Man is real, bro.
So Albert, do you remember your first start in the NFL? And what was that like? Because John told us he was nervous. He was scared. What was it like for you?
That's why
Man, my first.
Who was it against too?
I'm trying to remember who was you.
I don't know.
Did you come in and start? Did you start right? It took me. I started game 3 against Philadelphia.
I started like maybe halfway in the season. I remember it was a Monday night game. I don't remember.
They got you on the Monday.
Yeah.
Pressure on that night.
Big time.
Right. We got him on primetime TV starting his first game.
Yeah, when we were running through like, Indy, Jacksonville, and Texans and stuff like that,
God, he likes to just throw that in there. Y'all see this? Get that in there?
We get the big, the night games. You know what I'm saying? You got to be beast like that.
Oh boy, he's got to start that, boy.
Now you talk about big time. You did it big in 2008 when you won Defensive Player of the Year. What was that like winning that?
No, man, no, I never got the NFL defense. I won like Sporting News and all this stuff.
Yeah,
like
is that the same
2
thing?
years. Well, I don't think so.
Oh.
Well, if it is, thanks for telling me. But yeah, like it was. It was good. Like we just had great team chemistry. Like, the thing that made it good is like our coach, our defensive coordinator, Jim Schwartz, who's still in the league now. Like he let us kind of do our thing. Like he'll call the plays on first, second down, but then when it come like the passing downs and things like that, like he let us call our own plays up front, and then like he'll just call the coverage. So he didn't even signal anything into us. We called our own plays and did the coverage. And then our like first and second down defense, we played a over defense, like a over G or whatever defense. Like we didn't worry about switching. Yeah, we didn't worry about switching. Our line, like if they shift or anything like that, they shifted. Our linebackers are shift, and then the D line to stay up front, and we just keep going. So you're not gonna, you're not going to, have to think about anything. All you gotta do is just get off and disrupt. I mean, like literally, that's how he let us play, get off and disrupt, and that's what he said. Like he's like, I used to drop all these blitzes and things like that, and he used to all the time, and then he was just like, I mean, he told me this. He was like, you got me the head coaching job. I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I just let you go play, and it looked like I was having to do stuff. He was like, no, you just went here and just destroyed the line, and then we cleaned it up. So I'm just like, yeah, I mean, I guess. So like, because he used to draw all these blitzes and stuff. I mean, Jim Schwartz is super smart guy, like very intelligent, but he always like early on, he was just wanting to try to like outthink somebody instead of. And then when we got later on in our years of the Titans, like the last 2-3 years, we just went out and played. Like it ain't out thinking, it's just out manning.
Right.
Big Hand, did you have that? Did the Jaguars give you that freedom, or were you on a leash?
Man, I don't think
Don't give people in Jacksonville, man.
Oh, I'm just saying, man. I'm trying to, we had different years. I mean, I'm trying to think of the ones with Jack. We go get one way, then we go another. It just with coaches was up and down a little bit, and that was him because he's the head coach, but he still had input on the defense. And I don't know, man. I love what Albert said because he's right, man. When we can, because we in the game and we can feel the game, and he just let you go. Man, Stroud, you say just let us loose. You got these clowns, let it go. Just let it go. And right there, we had that for me. But the thing with Smitty and Jack, it was just like, look at Smitty now, and when he was in Atlanta, he was so much free, and he was able to do it. I just think Jack held him back. I think he wanted us to go, but you know how it is. A defense, you're a linebacker coach. You feel like you want to put your hands on something. You got to let it go. Let that man do it. And it always seemed like he was trying to get the A-OK. That looked good. That was good. Oh man, we was. Oh,
yeah, you gotta like.
Slant. I don't want to slant today.
Yeah, just let us go. Like just when you make the game for a defensive lineman, when you make the game simple, and to where they ain't gotta think, it's just automatic. I mean, you'll see them play. Like now, when you like I went to Washington, man. We get there first little mini camp thing. I'm just like, dude, it's like shift, da 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 da. I mean, it was like 10 shifts. And I'm like, what? Like, how in the hell am I gonna play? Like, I'm more worried about this call that you're gonna make, where I gotta move or I gotta have to do this. Or I might have to do this stunt. I mean, like they're calling stuff like on the fly. I'm like how am I gonna play ball like that? Like you can't play ball like that because you're thinking. So now you're thinking, so you're slowing down. It's not natural. It's not a natural, movement. You know what I mean? It's almost like breathing. Like we don't have to think to breathe. That's why you want to play D-line. You just want to get off and do your job. Like not have to worry about shift left, shift right. Oh, power. Oh, slant. You know what I mean? Like what?
You don't get it. We're in a 3-point stand. We have to, if you're not bear crawling sideways or shifting up, you get caught any one of those ways, you're done. They can run it. What's the name? That's the problem. That's why we don't want to shift. Why can't the linebacker shift? Just let us kick their ass. Just let us whip their ass right here. Anything that comes off of whatever, linebacker, scrape. Bruh, I got caught in a shift. I got caught off a slant. It wasn't good. I didn't have no power. I didn't have any of that. Now I'm trying to go off of skills and trying to get to a position.
They put you on your ass, huh, Head?
So Albert, that's what you was complaining about up there. It
wasn't, my God.
It wasn't the 3-4 you was complaining about. They said because you was mad because the 3-4. But it was
it was 3-4. Like they didn't want me to get off the ball. Yeah, like remember how we used to run through the chutes at Tennessee? Yeah. Oh no, yeah. Like, hey, if he goes this way, you go that way. Like I'm like, what?
I
Like
can
we're
see how
reading?
I see how you. Yeah, I can understand that because
I'm like,
you've
like,
been missed for Tennessee, so
yeah, I'm like, you're gonna take the guy who can get off the ball the best, and then you're gonna like make me sit there and catch.
and you see
I
that
mean, literally,
crazy.
like I tell you, like I literally, I shit you not, like Shanahan had called me in his office, like, yeah, I want you to play the nose, and he was just like, if you have more than 1 or 2 sacks this season, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? Like, yeah, that's not, no, that's not your job. Like you're gonna grab the guard or the center, and then and the linebackers gonna run through, and I mean they get a tackle on him, and you're gonna do like a great job. And I'm like, I said,
Oh
wow.
wow. Oh, I'm
I was
sorry. I didn't know you went through that. Oh hell no.
like, oh,
Oh
bro, like I was
hell
like,
no.
hey, I
Dude.
said, look, I said, no offense, man. I mean, you could pay somebody $200,000-$300,000 to grab a center. You know what I mean? Like, they pay me all this money to come here to make plays. I mean, they're gonna think I ain't doing that. Oh no, don't worry about that. I'm gonna tell them you're doing great.
Oh.
Like, I mean, what are you, God? Like, you want to
Exactly.
watch quarterback and
Come on,
they're like,
man.
oh, he's doing great. Like, yeah, I'm not seeing any plays. He ain't making no plays. How the heck he's doing great? I mean, that was probably that took the love of football away. I was just like, man, I'm so sick of football like this. I mean, I
I
couldn't,
was wondering that, bro. I was wondering what happened, and thanks for telling me.
yeah,
I would have been the same way. I'm not finna hold,
yeah,
man. I am a man. You want me to hold him? That happened at
right.
Oakland. That happened. I said, look here, man. He said, it was Coach Wolf, Coach Mike 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 Wolf. I said, look here, man. I got 10 plays now. 10. I got 10. I fit on. I said, what is it? Tommy Kelly, 40. Richard Seymour, 40. John, 10. I said,
He
home.
tell you that before? Wait, he tell you that before the game?
No, bro, that's what they did. I was like, I only got 10 plays, 10 snaps in a game. I said, oh no, this gonna change, home. And like I said, man, if it wouldn't have changed, I would have probably been the same way, but it changed. I started getting my 25 to 30 snaps. I was like, I'm not coming here to do that right there, man. I came here to
Right.
look, I'm still good. And you know what I mean? I feel you on that, bro, because it didn't happen the way it happened for you, for me, but mine was just a little bit the same. It was, he wasn't gonna let me play, man. And he wasn't gonna let me get in the 3 technique.
What it was gonna have you in?
Oh, they had me playing 1.
Oh my God. Wow.
I had to line down. I had to say, oh, Big John on pass rush. Okay. Practice. Pop, 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 pop. Can I pass rush now? Can I play now? It's like I'm playing the 1 technique. You don't put me in the 3. So in your mind, how you think I'm finna get a one-on-one battle?
Right. You're like, I've always been a 3.
Yeah.
Heck, in Tennessee, we've been a 3. Jacksonville, you've been a 3. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
Man,
Coaches do this stuff. That's crazy to me.
See, that's my thing.
that's the thing.
Why bring a guy in, a great guy? Why bring an Albert in a system that you know you need him, and then say, I know I need you, but don't do this. Why even do it?
You're gonna do something totally different that I've never done in any of my years of playing football. Not little league, not junior high, not high school, definitely not college, definitely not the pros. And they wanted me to do something different in my 8th and 9th year. I'm like, wow. Like, okay, all right. But I mean, that's the thing. That's when you see good coaches. You can see good coaches when they don't force their system on the player. They adapt to their players. Yeah, they see what their power is. Yeah.
That's what you do. That's how you work it right there. You adapt to the player. Yeah.
And I think that Jacksonville has always had a problem with that. Jacksonville has always, far as I can remember, and I think this is why fans get upset. they will go and get a player that the media says is the greatest player on earth. They don't really need him, but they're going to get him because the greatest player on earth. Then they bring him to Jacksonville and say, well, now that we got you here, we want you to do something different because that's not really what we want you for. And it doesn't help the player. It doesn't help the team. It just.
I try to get him to do something different. Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that so many times, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Y'all remember Big Mike Williams, right? You remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he played a snap. Bro, I don't think he played a snap at Jacksonville. My knowledge, I can't remember, but and got paid. Who else did that? What about the receiver that did that? Number 80.
Oh, you talking about Mike Williams, the
offensive tackle, yeah.
Who played at Buffalo?
Yeah. He came to
Jacksonville, got paid.
Got paid, didn't play. No, he got paid but didn't play. I don't know.
When me and you were on, like,
yes, you was with the Titans. I promise. I don't know what year it was.
And you were in Jacksonville.
Yep.
I don't remember ever seen that cat.
You ain't never played him because he never played. But they paid him just like Tony said. They bring him in, they pay him, and they don't produce that, man. And that's been a lot. They did that a lot in J-Ville, man.
They've done that a lot in Jacksonville.
And it was all about the name, and they just was getting people because of the name. They didn't get people because they wanted to play this game.
That was Washington, like, you know, because of my name, like they're like, I'm gonna bring you here, you know, like the people was like, you know, what do you think about Snyder? I said, you know, I like Dan. They're like, oh, of course you do, because you get that money. Like, no. I said, you got an owner that is willing to spend money. Now, like how he does it though, because you can't, like, the way I would call Dan, I would call him a billionaire fantasy footballer. Like, you know,
wow.
You know, because that's what he did. He see like the great players say, I'm gonna bring him here, I'll bring him here. And, you know, but like he didn't have the coaches to put it together to make it work. And that's where he got frustrated. Like, I'm paying all these guys to come here and, you know, not the guys not producing. But well, heck, my first year there with Zorn and Blosh, the D coordinator, he was like, no, I'm not changing anything. I'm not changing my defense for you. Like, and I asked him before I even came. I was like, so I said, and then I asked the suits. So it was like Dan and Benny Serrano, I think. Like I asked him, I was like, look, you know, this is the defense I play at Tennessee. I mean, so I'm comfortable. I was like, yeah, we're gonna do that same thing. We're gonna do the exact same thing. Man, the first day of practice, he was like, no, I'm not doing none of that. I'm like, wow. Like, y'all lied to get me here, huh? Like, I knew that's when it was bad. I was like, y'all lied to get me here, huh? Just for that. I mean, I was just like, this.
And then
crazy.
that's gotta be depressing then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was.
Man.
That's why I was kind of very disgruntled. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's like, oh, you know, he just that. I'm like, no, man, because you said one thing, and like, once you say this thing, I mean, I believe you. You got no reason not to believe you. But then they're like, no, we're not gonna do any of that. And I'm like,
that's great.
Like, I wouldn't even came. You know, it was like, damn the money. Like, I didn't care about the money. Like, damn that. Like, I wouldn't have came here. You know, like, if you're trying to change my whole style of football and all that stuff, like, come on, man.
So what was it like when you went to New England then? From Washington to the New England, what was that like?
I mean, New England was cool. I was really just ready. I was ready just to walk away. They just like, no, you can't do that. You might have to pay like something back or whatever, since they traded you. I'm like, all right, I'll go. And then that's why, like, after that season, I was just like, I need a break, because, you know, it got I've learned, like, it got real political. I mean, not like political, you know, in a sense, but like it wasn't about football. like playing all the teams. It wasn't about football. It wasn't, wasn't the same. Like John, heck, when you left Jacksonville, it felt different, right? It was like way different from what you knew and how you played. I mean, you knew what to do. And it's got different to it wasn't about football. It was about everything else, and I didn't like that. And I was just like, I want to get away. And so I didn't watch football at all. Any pros. I mean, I be honest, I rarely watch any pros now. I think I watched 2 or 3 games last week or maybe 2 weeks ago when the season started, only because there was no football on. We didn't see anything else. There was no college. So yeah, I just I mean, I got real burnt out at the end on football. Like I just couldn't even stand it. I mean,
I see a lot of players get burnt out, and it's normally 90% of the time it's because they went to another team and it was nothing like they made it up to be.
yeah.
And then you see the air go out of them, and of course you can't get on TV and say, "Look, guys, I'm disgruntled because this shit ain't the way they told me it was gonna be. Damn the money."
Right. Yeah. That's exactly right.
Now people can understand how as a player, you changing the way I play, and you asking me to come in, and hold and do this. That's why you see this in a lot of players. It's like that ain't my style. Now I gotta get ready. When Jack put me at defensive end at a 3-4, when Mike Tuck came down from what's the name, he's like, I'm gonna stick you out. You'll stick me out, man. What? Look here, man. I ain't played DN since high school. I'm grateful to be on the field, but we lied to ourselves. They to tell me I'm gonna cover the end now in all of this space.
Yep.
Right.
That I'm not used to covering, and I've been playing with Jacksonville this long, and you trying to do this now. You didn't do it then. Why are you doing it now?
Yeah, and then they're like wondering why you ain't productive.
And you
like,
want me, man,
I'm learning.
Learning again. Uh-oh, gotta go in. Uh-oh. Oh, gotta say no, can't do that. Uh-oh. Gotta
And I think when we talk on the show about things that people, because I always get these we always get these emails and stuff that say people always watch our show and say, "Man, I didn't know that." Every show we get that, don't we, John? Man, I didn't know that. Man, I didn't know that happens. And in this case, I know it happens because I watch it happen with John. I mean, with John with defensive end, I heard it for like 2 weeks. Tony, I ain't played this since high school. They done lost their damn mind.
It's the same way Al feel, man. You take us out of our element that we was dominated in.
Right. That's exactly right.
You take us out of our element. You
that's
see
what I used to tell them.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, what I used to tell them, I was like, look, it's like you're putting a plow on a racehorse. Like that's what you're doing. Like you having a thoroughbred go out there and plow your field instead of letting him just run. Like let him do his thing. I mean, that's what it is. Like take the plow off.
Yeah.
I mean, like everybody want to do their system. Like if you got a strong player, this is like a great coach, a sign of a great coach. You got a strong player that that can have that dominance.
Yep.
And you see the things that he do that's good, and you really build your team around that, you'll see something. Like Aaron Donald. Right. Great player. Now great imagine player. Now imagine taking him and let's make him read. You know what I mean? Like sit on the line.
Ain't gonna work.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. People just don't understand. They think it's just football. I said football ain't just football. Like I said, think about it this way, as a job. Think of a doctor. You're like, oh well, there's a doctor, so he can save my life. It's like, no, you don't want to like a pediatrician, giving you heart surgery. You don't want a foot doctor over there, like, doing your kidneys or something like that, or your brain surgery, stuff like that. Like that's That's literally that's how broken down football is. Like as far as systems, like you're changing me from being a heart surgeon. Now you want me to like do like brain surgery. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like, oh, well, I'm a doctor. I mean, that's what they say. Like, I'm a doctor. You're supposed to be able to do it. Like, no, it's not like that. Like, I'm
yeah,
specialized at a thing. I'm specialized at
Right.
one thing, and that's what I do.
yeah.
And
And
so,
I'm gonna
yeah,
need
people
Jacksonville
didn't
to do that.
understand that.
Now,
I hope they understood that, but that's exactly how it is. Man.
Oh, I understand.
I understand. That's great. So we're gonna talk about two more things. One, Deion Sanders coaching.
Yeah. Hey, I'm happy, man. Is I heard that T.O. is going to be assistant coach, and I heard that somebody just said yesterday, talking about Warren Sapp is going to be the D-line coach.
Shoot,
I was gonna see if anybody heard that.
You know, Jimmy Smith is an alumni. He came from JU.
Who?
Jimmy Smith.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey, he got to go down there then.
man. He trying to get
Deion putting together a staff, boy. Look at it.
But it's going to be great. I understand that. Yeah, you got a dream team. So guess what? Everybody gonna come and see him. Everybody gonna notice that this man. That's awesome, bro. And then they go get a lot of more prime time
Coverage.
on TV. That's
They definitely gonna get some TV.
that's what.
Especially if they ball out. Especially if
Yeah.
they ball out. And then
If they ball out, they gonna get some TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the other
I wonder if
thing,
he can pull some big recruits though. You think he can pull some top recruits?
that's what I was gonna say.
Well,
I think I think he'll pull it because I mean, look who you got Look who you got on your staff already recruiting. I mean,
Man, but you gotta look at today though. These kids is all about, I mean, the flash. I mean, these kids. Hey, John, it ain't like recruiting ain't like it was with us. You know what I mean? Like these kids, like, you know why we switched to Nike?
Why?
You know why Tennessee switched to Nike?
No, what they do
Because kids said they weren't gonna come because we wore Adidas. Yeah.
What? Are you serious?
what?
Yeah. That's why we switched to Nike. Because kids weren't gonna come because we wore Adidas and like how they look. And then they're like, how many followers can you get me on social media? Like literally. No,
Hey,
I'm not lying. I swear.
You can't do no but just grow. I mean, you gotta grow with it. You can't kill it because they go get You
That's
can't
crazy.
You just gotta put your stuff in it a little bit, but still let them have. You gotta change your way.
Yeah.
How did y'all get recruited now? That's what I want to know. Not off Instagram likes.
Oh shoot! Coach Cut came and said, "Hey John, it's a million Chinese people that don't care what you do." I said, "Darn." Okay, well, Tennessee it is. He told me.
Wait, what?
He said it's a million Chinese people don't give a damn what you doing. I was like, oh, okay.
What did that mean?
Didn't care what your decision, because it was all about the decision. It's a big thing, the decision. Where's John going? Where's John going? And that's what was the big thing. And so he came down and said, a million. It was crazy for me at that time. I'm 17, 18. I'm like, okay, all right.
I guess I'll come there. Now it was, I tell you what, it just felt right. Like Coach Fulmer, of course, came down and Miss Jackson, she came down. Of course, Coach Brooks, they came down. So I mean, it just kind of felt like. It just felt right. And I mean, and I would still have a relationship with all of them, but Miss J passed away. So, but like I still talk to Coach Fulmer. I go to the games. I'll go to his box. I'll see him. We'll have lunch. I'll come up there sometime. We'll have lunch together and just sit and chat. Like, I mean, I owe it to him. Coach Brooks, I haven't really gotten to see him, but we still. I'm sure you get messages on Facebook from Coach Brooks.
Coach Brooks, if you hear this, I need the dirt cake. Cake.
Oh my God.
Woo!
Hey, what's up with the dirt cake?
Hey, bro. Hey.
What's up with the dirt cake?
What is it?
if we want to go back to what we were talking about, like the importance of the games and stuff like that, the importance of the game. If we lost, we ain't getting no dirt cake. That was heartbreaking.
What's dirt cake? What is it?
Oh my God, man! I don't even know. I just know it's good.
It's like Oreos, like crushed up Oreos and the cream. I mean, it's like awesome. It's unbelievable. I mean,
I heard y'all got bribed with dirt cake.
Hey, look here, man.
You get bribe me every day with dirt cake.
Oh my God! Hey, man, look.
Wait a minute, who made it?
Who?
Who made the dirt cake?
Yeah, Miss Brooks. Yeah, Dion Coach's wife.
She throw down.
I used to hate. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I used to hate when he like it wasn't dirt cake and they're bringing him like them pecan pies. I'm like, God.
I want no damn pecan pie.
Pecan pie, man. Like, give me some dirt cake. Like,
oh my God.
Hey, Al, man, I just want to say thank you, bro, man. Look, we done went over and everything, bro. I said we could probably talk another hour, but man, hey, I know you got to get to your son game, man. Wish him luck, man. Tell him go out there and do that thing, shake that thing, you know what I'm saying? Pow. You know what I'm saying?
I'll send it to you. I'm sending you some videos.
Yeah, do that.
Send some videos, put on the website. We want to see.
And then when we play Florida, I need you because we go talk. I'm trying to get, Georgia. Sorry, Georgia.
Georgia and Florida.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna try to get you on Saturday. That's Saturday.
Well,
let me know. We can, then you can bring the backups. You know, the backup D linemen is up there. You know, and we can see what the number ones look like.
You heard it. Strizzy. Scram. Hey, y'all, this is JFL, man, with my boy Albert and the Tony and Johnny, Jaguar. Yeah, I can't even get it out. But this is us, man. We out this thing. Love, peace, and soul. No, I'm just playing, y'all. We out.
JFL Live, baby. We out. Hey, Albert, we got to get together, get some deep sea fishing in.
Albert.